Hello, my name is Gregtech82, and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. Alright, so I did a bunch of testing in my test world with the turret system, and no matter what I did, I could not get the power to convert from Gregtech to RF, or I couldn't get the turret, the bases to accept RF from any sort of Gregtech cables. If I set up like the same system with forestry machines, it all converts from Greg to RF. And there's a couple of like a lights. I've tested out different lights that accept RF, and they all convert from Gregtech power, but nothing I can do will fill up this turret base with the Gregtech power, unfortunately. So it looks like I'm going to have to come up with a separate sort of power system from that, and I'm not sure if that is intended or if that is like a bug that I cannot get that to convert, because it definitely does work with other machines. Like I threw down actually I could just show it right now actually. So if I just cheat this in because I don't feel like building this and place this over like on the by my cables. For a second, I thought it proved me wrong, but it's just not connected. So if we look at that, that is filling up with RF, but the those turrets do not fill up with RF. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that is a bug or some sort of a feature or whatever. I would like to try them out at some point. But I will have to set up a new power system from them, and I just don't know what would be the easiest. I was thinking possibly maybe like one of the steam from these produce RF and they use steam, I think. So like the commercial steam engine, which is just steel, and like these are all easy to make. It's just a lot of materials here. I don't need something this powerful. I don't need 80 RF Protect. It doesn't use anywhere near that. These turrets. But for now, I think I am just going to. I don't know. I wanted to do some other stuff today, and I will probably come back when I get this stuff maybe crafted up. No problem is trying to get the power over there, and like the steam's here, and I need to get it all the way over there. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this, the turret system quite yet. But it does seem like a cool mod that I do want to check out. But anyway, today I want to get into some oil. I want to start pumping some oil here, and if we look at the quests, there is one. It's one of the main ones here. Just notice that LV extruder is a main quest, but I already have an MB one. You may have seen some huge oil sprouts. Now it's time to make a pump and put this black gold into tanks. So bring a combustion generator with you to power the pump. So basically it's saying I can pump the oil and then use a combustion generator to power the pump, which is kind of cool. So I guess I could. Is the combustion generator? Yeah, there's the combustion generator. And I think I will actually use this as well in my build, so I don't mind building that. So let's kind of take a quick look here. Pump, yeah, 4 of those, couple circuits. I mean, this is relatively easy. I do have 3 pumps on me. Combustion. Some steel motors. These are These aren't too bad. It's just a bunch of steel. All right, so let me craft all this stuff up. It's going to take me a little while to get all this stuff done. And when we come back, we will move on. All right, I think I got everything here. And before I move on, I forgot. Just wanted to show this. In the reward area, the very last one, you can upgrade your loot bags. So I turned in 3 LV ones and got 1 more MV, and I figured I'd just open these up. Why don't I leave the LV in there, and then I'll just kind of upgrade them to MV. So I got some arrows and some bowls from that MV one. That wasn't very good. I got some chrome though. Chrome will come in handy. I don't know how handy only 8 is, but yeah. So I have all the things here. So there's the basic pump, basic combustion generator, just basically a lot of steel. Steel, iron, copper, tin, pretty typical for the LV machines. And I need to, right, so there's that one. I don't know, we'll take that. I know that's like the highest tier, I don't know. Oh, you get all of them. And then we'll claim that. We got a couple buckets, some tanks. And what do we got here? Pumps can do more than pump oil and water. You can go to the nether and pump lava. It's an idea, possibly. If I need a big source of lava. What is this? Burning oil in the combustion generator is a very efficient way of producing power. Every bucket of oil only gives you 20,000. You try and refine it. Alright, so I already have a distillery. Somewhere. There it is. So I was wondering where that quest was, but that does make sense. It's in that thing. So what do I want? Empty cells or a circuit? How about a circuit? I know the empty cells are probably worth more, but the circuits are annoying to make. I don't remember. I think you needed one. Yeah. And this is opening up a whole bunch of stuff here. Lubricants, light sulfuric oil, heavy sulfuric. Okay, so I've seen this before. Yeah. This is all the different byproducts you can get from the oil. But before we get into that, we need to actually go pump the oil. So I got my generator, got my pump, I got some steel pipes, I got empty cells. I might have to, I feel like I'm going to be coming back and forth here a couple times until I figure out everything that, if I get everything that, if I've forgotten anything. So hopefully, I think that, so I'll put the pump and then the generator next to it. I got some pipes. Empty cells, I think can go in the pump. Actually, let me check this before we run over there. Does this have a internal buffer? It does, so I can do that and it should fill these up. And yeah, maybe. Ooh, what are these? Those look really cool. I like that icon, whatever those are. Curious if there's like an easier way. I know there is tank. What do I know? I don't remember what they are. There was a thing for it. somewhere. It said like bigger tanks or something like that right here. Each hole is 8 and they stack up to 64. So this would probably be better, but it does use 8 steel per thing. So I don't know if we want to quite get into that. I don't have a ton of steel at the moment. But yeah, let's go head over. And it's not too far. So yeah. Right next to one of those Thongcrafty things. Must be a sinister node over there, isn't that? The sinister nodes do the change the ground. Alright, so I think, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I have to put this pump. I forgot the pipes that go in it. I just realized I forgot to, I missed something. But before I will, I'll go get that. But let me build this kind of first. I think this has to go at the top. Wow, this is really tall. This is taller than I realized. So I think like these are all source blocks in the middle, I think. It has been a long time since I pumped out a buildcraft well. So the pump goes on top, I think. Now, what I was kind of thinking, I didn't even test this combustion generator actually. Does it need water or something? Alright, no it doesn't. So I'm guessing we can just put the fuel in there, and what I was thinking would be doing would just maybe, is there any way? Okay, looks like the only way to, it only comes out the top. I wonder if, I just don't want this to fall in the, who got it? No, see that's not going to work because the thing, well, no, I can do it. Oh, apparently not. Yeah. Okay, so it can't go down. And the question is, can I don't think I could pump into the top. I could run some cables down. That's probably what I'll do. Okay, but I need to go get the mining pipes, and I got a stack from something. I don't remember. That's not the cheapest of recipes, though. Yeah, it's a lot of steel. If you can do stainless steel, you get much better. So that's 3 and you get 4. This is 1 and you get 2. Or is this 2? I can't remember. Anyway, let me go get those from the thing and we will be back. Alright, I think I got everything here. I could be wrong. I went back and forth a couple times. Now, I think as I was setting this up, I think the mining pipes actually have to go in here, so I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to use the empty cells to get the stuff out. So I don't know if this, maybe this will work, and I just don't. I don't know. I'm going to move that, I think. And maybe place it there. Oh, these pipes are like way too big. I don't think those can. Oh, maybe they can. That looks kind of silly. But I was thinking if I do that. All right. Just to get it going. All right, so it's going down. There it goes. Okay. So it puts the mining pipes down, and then the oil goes back in here, and it uses that to power the thing. Now, there's a bunch of zombies and creepers and all sorts. There's a cave under here, and they all came running out. So yeah, there goes the thing. Now the question is there any way I can get this out? I was thinking, I mean, we could do these, but I would have to right click on them. So I was thinking it would be easier if I just did like that, although that kind of blocks the generator. I don't particularly like using all this oil to power the thing. I'm not entirely sure how many hundreds of buckets are in this oil mill though. But maybe do that. I don't think oil's not hot. But there we go. So that is there, and then I'll just kind of do that, and there we'll get the oil once this thing fills up. I don't know how much it gets. I don't think you can pull out. Oh, you can pull out of it. No, because I don't want to pull all the oil out. It doesn't. I was thinking if I put these in there, but that would pull all the oil out. And then it would turn that off, wouldn't it? Alright, but anyway, that is pumping my oil. Now this needs to be all covered up from the rain. If it starts raining on this, this will explode. So that's kind of why I want to... Is that a mini creeper? Man, they're just like waiting for me to like jump down and kill me. Alright, so I want to get this pumped down to like a lower level so I can build all this on like level ground, so I'm not like way up in the air. So let me cut and we will come back. Alright, so as I was kind of waiting for this to pump out everything, I noticed it kind of stopped. It's still draining 5 millibuckets of oil, but this has stopped, and it stopped at 16 mining pipes, and I kind of have a feeling that is because it's the LV pump. It doesn't say anywhere that like, well, 21 by 21. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that, I feel like it stopped at 16 because it's the LV. I'm totally guessing. I don't know if that is the case. But that appears to be, let me pull this out. Yeah, so it looks like it does have a limit on the thing, which is not the greatest because yeah, these things go down pretty far. And I don't know if it's just because it's like on the thing it's on, maybe it's not registering, it needs to go down more, but I'm totally guessing. Now there's 12 buckets in there. Oh, I can get these out, can I? Yeah. Just don't want to waste oil. I know there's quite a lot. So that's draining internal buffer. That's a scary kind of icon here. Man, these things keep... Where's it coming out of? I blocked up that... There was like a cave system and I blocked it up, but somehow it came out of another hole in the ground. I also need to get some ranged weapons here. I still haven't got any. Alright, so now it's pumping again. Okay, can anyone explain that? I mean, I know it's probably using its internal buffer, but I turned off the thing and it started going again? That's what I thought maybe it was just kind of couldn't find the thing. I don't know. I am at a loss with that one. Alright, so holy cow, look at all this stuff coming out. Alright, let me we'll move this. Is that still going? I guess there's 4 buckets in each thing. Anyway, let me move this down, kill these things, and I will meet you back at the base. Alright, I am back in the base, and I brought back the combustion engine, and let's sleep here. I think I'm gonna do. I want a separate whole setup for my oil production, and I think I'm gonna borrow this distillery for now. I think. I needed it for lubricant, and I may need it again at some point, and then I will rebuild it. I just didn't feel like building another distillery right this second. But what I'm thinking is maybe down here, kind of setting up a whole kind of distillery for like my oil production. And so there is, yeah, there's my battery buffer. So I think maybe this is kind of just a rough kind of layout here. I haven't, like I said, I don't know exactly where everything is going to go, but I think we'll put a distillery there. I need a chemical reactor, which I made here, and then this combustion generator. Let's see. So I do have some of these. I'm gonna have, oops, and those pipes, they are, I need more of my tin cables that I did produce, I think. I don't know if that's enough actually. Let me throw some more. Throw some more in there. Alright, so I can spread these out a bit, but for this, I guess I should have this way, I think. Because what we're going to have is the cable comes down here, I think. Oops. Sometimes it's really hard, and I put the wire cutters away. I should have them on me in that backpack, but I usually use them for crafting. Alright, so now these don't have, yeah, these aren't powered. This is purely for power going out. So we'll put the combustion generator there, I guess. Although this is going to be kind of backwards, but oh well. I like my processes going from the left to the right, and I kind of have this, you know, that's going to bug me. I know it's going to. So let's put it there, and I will figure out this whole kind of setup eventually, but for right now. Alright, so I've placed that 3 times now. So I think what we're going to have is, now I have oil coming in here, so let's where is, I guess sulfuric light fuel is what I'm kind of aiming for here. So let's naphtha. Sulfuric light fuel is distillery with circuit 2. Right. So I need that circuit to be 2. Man, I can never remember where these go. Oh, I guess that one, but those are easy. It's the other ones that are confusing. So we'll put that in there, and then didn't I have like a pump on that? Did that disappear? No, it's right there. Okay. And I also need a screwdriver. Where is my screwdriver? There it is. And I might actually need to borrow one of these tanks here. Actually, I might just, for this episode, I'm going to borrow this one, I think. Alright. So, basic distillery there. Let's hook all these up. And I guess, do I want, for now we'll just do that there, I think. So import from this tank, which I will place on top. Put that in there. So there is all my oil. It'll go in there. You can only hold it 1 bucket, but that should turn it on. And I forgot. I'm going to borrow, and remember where I put it. Yeah, this, I guess we'll just use this cetane boosted stuff for now. And if you look at the uses, I think, yeah, so diesel generator fuel, this produces 720,000 EU per tick. And if you look at the other stuff, it will, like if you burn sulfuric, it'll do 40,000 EU, so definitely you want to refine this stuff. But I think we'll just kind of, we'll put both of those in there. We'll use this. So that should be outputting. Is that not getting power? Oh, there it goes. It might have been filling up. I don't know what it was doing. Oh, it might have been filling up that first. So, all right. Anyway, so that is turning that sulfuric into light fuel. We'll auto output that to the right. That goes in there. It's chemical reactor. We look at this. So there's 2 things for this. Either put the hydrogen gas in the chemical reactor and put cells in, or put the light fuel in it and then get the hydrogen cells. And this also needs a circuit of 4. And then this will produce cells of hydrogen sulfide and an empty cell, and then the light fuel. And that does 12 buckets at a time, so obviously this is going to take a while to get through there. Now, if we look at this, this is 24 EU per tick. So that is not the cheapest. But yeah, well, basically what I'm going to have it do is create the sulfuric light fuel and then output that into this combustion generator, which will help power this whole kind of system, I think. That is what I'm going to do, because the light fuel is also good. I will be using that to make polyethylene. And I don't know if that's, yeah, I guess ethylene, yeah. Yeah, we'll use it, we'll distill light fuel, I think it is. I don't know which one we're going to be. Like moderately cracked light fuel, lightly steam cracked fuel. I'm not sure which one is the best yet. Like severely. Yeah, I don't know which one, but I think the light, if I remember, the light, so that's 1,000 to 50. Man. Light fuel. So if we look at this, severely steam cracked light fuel, lightly cracked. I don't know which one I'm going to be doing, but one of these goes to propane or ethylene. So we do the severely cracked. What does that do? Alright, severely cracked steam cracked light fuel gets 250. So that's probably the one we'll be doing. But yeah, I gotta figure out this whole kind of system here. But anyway, that is basically light fuel here. Obviously, I have to like transport it from all over there manually, so this isn't the best layout yet. But eventually I will have an oil rig up. I think it's oil rig, is it? No. Oil drilling. Oil something. Oil drilling rig, yeah. I will build this. We're almost here. This is MV tier, which I have these. I can make these, steel frame and all this stuff. And all the components to it are just steel. But it does need MV, so we're almost here. So I'm going to be setting this whole thing up, and I won't have to do it completely manually. But yeah, this light fuel, I wonder if the light fuel will burn in like that combustion engine that I have from Buildcraft. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I did notice the Stirling generator from Ender.io, which I can almost build. I need polyethylene, but I may just use this Stirling generator and throw like a stack of coal, like coal blocks, and then just have this power the turrets. I don't know. I might do that. That might be the easiest, and then just manually fill it up with coal when needed. But anyway, so that's my light fuel. We're finally getting into some oil, and then next episode, not entirely sure what we were going to do. I may take a look at getting polyethylene, but that is not the easiest. Now the one thing with this chemical reactor is you have to do cells and light fuel, and there is actually a multi-block chemical reactor. That's not. I was kind of hoping I would be able to look at the recipes, but anyway, with the reactor, you can put 2 fluids in, and you don't have to worry about the whole cells. But the basic one, you do have to do the cells. But anyway, that's going to be for another episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.